I'm Bailey. Welcome to the table. Today we're going to talk all about plant-based protein. I'm going to use the term plant-based and vegan interchangeably today. They do not mean the same thing. But I find vegan protein and what can be included in a vegan diet is much more restrictive, but it can also be consumed by everyone. I just figure let's use a common denominator when it comes to protein. We're going to talk about vegan protein, but if I use the term plant-based, that's why. A lot of the things that we're going to talk about today and a lot of the protein sources that we're going to go over are pantry and fridge and freezer staples. So things that you should or could always have on hand in your kitchen at any time. If you want to stock the pantry of your dreams, or if you struggle to know what a healthy pantry might look like, I got you. I have created the plant-based pantry and kitchen guide. So it will walk you through all of the plant-based ingredients that you should have in your pantry, in your fridge, in your freezer, and all the kitchen essentials that you'll need to live and stock the plant-based pantry of your dreams. It means that you'll always have healthy ingredients on hand to create healthy, nutritious, plant-based meals for you and your family. And if you're, if you've been plant-based for years, maybe you just need a refresh. If you're starting from scratch and you have no idea where to start, then this is great for you. Or if you're moving into a new kitchen like I did and you are stocking a pantry from scratch, this is going to be really helpful. Also, if you're looking to increase and improve your culinary skills, I've walked you through all of the kitchen essentials that you need without spending too much money. But if you want to indulge in a couple pieces of equipment, then I've included those. Added the link in the description. It's completely free, or you can head to my website to grab it. One of the most common questions or myths, I think, or misconceptions that comes with transitioning to plant-based is that you can't get enough protein, or it's hard to get enough protein. Truth is, there are so many different types and sources of plant-based protein. You just have to know where to find them. And sometimes it requires a little bit of planning and utilizing different eating opportunities, meaning having protein at every single meal, as well as every snack to ensure you're getting enough protein, as well as different sources of protein. There's tons of different sources. It's totally doable to get enough protein and to eat enough protein as a vegan or as a plant-based eater. You just have to know where your sources are coming from. So what foods include protein, the amounts that you're going to get from those sources, and then finding ways to include those in your diet. So the first group we're going to talk about is legumes. So those include all your chickpeas and your beans and your lentils and green peas. I love legumes because not only are they super quick and easy, but they're very versatile and they are super high in protein, as well as fiber and lots of other nutrients. So that's why they are one of my favorite sources of protein. They are my go-to. I use them almost every day, I would say. And they're very, very versatile. I don't know if I said that. Did I say that? Anyway. So one of my first ones, I'd say my first pick, are chickpeas. For half a cup of chickpeas, you're getting about 9 grams of protein. Half a cup is probably going to be quite filling. I mean, again, depending on the person and the appetite. If you add additional things to it, you can kind of bulk it up to increase its volume. Another one of my favorite are lentils, just canned lentils. Again, half a cup is about 7 to 8.5 grams. When I say half a cup cooked, that just means that overall across the board, that gives you a very standard serving size or size that you can kind of use across the board to measure everything out. If you are using canned products, you just measure out half a cup, boom, there's your half a cup. If you are using dried, for example, red lentils that are dried, or if you had chickpeas that were dried, or black beans that were dried, or kidney beans that were dried, you would cook them, absorb water, they get a little bit bigger, and then you would measure out your half a cup, and then that's your half a cup. So if they're in a can, you'd just measure out half a cup. If they're dried, cook them, measure out half a cup. There you go. Another good source that falls into our legume category, people either love or they hate, they can be messy, are green peas. Yes, I mean, they are technically a vegetable, but they do supply some protein. So half a cup of cooked green peas is about 4.5 to 5 grams of protein. So when it comes to legumes, again, super versatile. I add them to salads. You can add them to tacos, burritos, chili, make chickpea tuna, make lentil tuna, make a bean salad. Very, very versatile, great source of protein as well as fiber and other nutrients. Our next group of protein sources is our soy products. At our most kind of basic ingredient, aka just soybeans, would be edamame. Half a cup cooked is 12 grams of protein. Super versatile. You can eat them on their own. They're a really great snack if you just add some salt on them, or sprinkle them in salads, or add them to bowls or stir fries. They're also great in dip if you blend them. So those are some ideas. Tofu is another really great source of protein. About a quarter of a block is 14 grams or so of protein. Not everyone loves tofu. It doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own. It's definitely something that you need to marinate or add other flavors to in order to make it enjoyable. Tempeh is made from fermented soybeans, so it's a little bit more flavorful, and there might be some probiotics in there because the soybeans have been fermented. Next, we have meatless products. So this would include any meatless burgers like Beyond Burger or Impossible Burger or any other kind of veggie burgers that are out on the market, hot dogs, sausages, just egg. I've also included seitan in there as well as TVP or textured vegetable protein. Some people love these products, some people don't. Personally, I do. I think they are a fantastic alternative for plant-based eaters to go out to restaurants, go to fast food joints, enjoy a barbecue, and not feel isolated because there's nothing we can eat. Do I suggest that they be eaten every single day? No. Do I suggest that people eat bacon and regular burgers every single day? No. Include them in your diet as you see fit. They are a fantastic meat replacement. They are high in protein, and they're also fortified with a lot of other vitamins and minerals that typically come from meat. I know that some of my nutrient bases are covered. You would use them just the way you would a meat product like a burger or a sausage. TVP, I use it in pasta sauce or chilies, tacos, burritos, that sort of thing. It's very, very versatile, very flavorful. So I'm a fan. Plant milks. Did a whole video just on plant milk. So if you want even more information and comparisons on different plant milks, you can check it out. When it comes to plant milks, there's really two that are good sources of protein. Soy milk is one of them. You're getting about 7 to 8 grams of protein for a cup or 250 mils. Ideally, you want to go with an unsweetened variety and you can add your own sweetener. Other option would be a pea protein milk. Comparable amounts of protein, but the calcium is actually higher than in cow's milk. And you're also getting vitamin D because they are, as long as you're getting a fortified version, then you're also going to get calcium, vitamin D, and B12. Soy milk and pea protein milk are the only ones that have suitable amounts of protein that I would actually call them protein sources. Our next group are nuts and seeds. This very diverse group. And the nice thing about nuts and seeds is that they also have healthy fats in them and some protein. They are naturally very filling and satiating, which makes them a really great addition to either meals or having them as a snack because you will be kept full after eating them, which is why I love them. Plus they're like super easy and portable. You just like grab a bag of almonds or throw them in a container and boom, you're good. Pumpkin seeds, a quarter of a cup, you're getting about 11 grams of protein, which is very high. So I love sprinkling these on salads or into grain salads, or I add to granola. Not only do they add lots of color, but they are a source of protein and some iron. So I really, really enjoy them. Ideally, you want to get roasted unsalted. If you can't get behind unsalted, try going half and half salted and unsalted. Quarter of a cup, you're gonna get about 8 grams. Walnuts is about 4.5 grams. Walnuts, they're great to snack on. Of all the nuts, they provide the highest amount of vitamin E, which is an antioxidant. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is about 6 grams of protein. And this one, get a load of this, hemp hearts. So 3 tablespoons of hemp heart gets you 10 grams of protein. And hemp hearts can go anywhere. You can add them to smoothies, salads, granola, like You can add them anywhere. 3 tablespoons, you're getting 10 grams of protein. That's incredible. As well as some iron and some omega-3s. So like win, win, win. So next we move into grains. Yes, grains do contain protein. They also contain carbohydrates. Yes, nutrition can be confusing. For spelt, if you're using spelt, 1 cup cooked, so you're gonna cook it and then you would measure out your 1 cup. You're gonna get about 11 grams of protein. Quinoa is about 8. Amaranth is about 9 grams. Yes, these are, I wouldn't say you're like run-of-the-mill grain. If you wanna mix up your regular rotation of rice, if rice is something, there's nothing wrong with rice. I love rice. But if you're looking to add a little bit more protein in like different ways, why not try switching out spelt or quinoa for rice? You're gonna significantly increase your protein right there. Add it to soups or stews. Maybe I love adding quinoa to salads, especially kale salad, just to kind of increase the volume. And then I know I'm getting some complex carbohydrates in there as well as some protein. Just get creative. Last but certainly not least, every plant-based eater's favorite sidekick, nutritional yeast or nooch. It is flaky and kind of has a cheesy, nutty flavor, so it's a great kind of replacement for cheese. Sprinkle it on pasta, on salads. You can make like mac and cheese sauce with it, so it's fantastic. For 2 tablespoons, you're getting 4 grams of protein. And you're also getting a lot of vitamin B12 as long as it's a fortified version. I mean, if you're making a sauce, you're probably gonna use more than 2 tablespoons. I don't know if you knew it had protein in it. There you go. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for joining. If you have more questions or comments about protein sources, feel free to leave me a question or comment in the comments, or you can head to my website. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Harvest Table Nutrition for more plant-based cooking, nutrition, and just eating things. All right, I will see you next time.